This is Adam Kokesh with Congressman Paul in his office in Washington, D.C., talking about my race going into 2010 and what's happening here on the Hill and all the ways that the movement, that this man did such an incredible job to make what it is today and build the kind of grassroots support that's going to make it possible to put more Liberty candidates in office in 2010. So, thank you. Do you have anything you'd like to share with our viewers about
Well, we sure could use a lot of help here. You know, I keep thinking that the country is a mess, and it really is. And it's at times it's slightly depressing to be here in Washington. But I really get encouraged when I leave Washington because I think the freedom movement is much further along outside of Washington. And actually, I'm more optimistic now than I have been in the past because the young people are actually waking up. And that's where all the movements are. I think it's where all the revolutions take place is with the younger generation. And I have so many people coming into this office now. They're high school kids and college kids, and they come in and they talk about the Federal Reserve and they talk about auditing the Fed, and they bring their parents in, and the parents haven't been thinking about it in those terms. They have been sort of locked into the traditional conservative opinions about what to do, and they wonder why we're not making progress up here. But because of the seriousness of our economic crisis right now, a lot of people are giving deep thought to monetary policy and fiscal policy, and they're aware that some major changes have to occur. Now, the members of Congress are starting to recognize this, but they're sort of at a loss because I don't think they understand basic free market economics, and that is what we need. We need people to really come to the belief that it's in their interest to believe in freedom. Right now, there's too many people think that the government will take care of me. You know, there's always going to be a safety net. But in a way, it might be a blessing in disguise that if there is no safety net, maybe people say, hey, I better take care of myself. Oh, the government's not going to take care of me forever. How can they provide free education and free medical care, free housing, a job forever, and not have to pay for it? But that is what is changing, and that's why I think in the next 10 years we're going to see dramatic changes. And yet today here in Washington, I would say, don't wait for tomorrow or the next day. Matter of fact, at this very time, we're getting ready to vote for the supplemental bill, which is a total disaster and going in exactly the opposite direction. So in time, we're going to see a change because we can't continue this. You just can't keep spending money, borrowing money, and then printing what you don't have. That leads to a disaster. So this is why I'm encouraged that young people are getting involved and this message is being spread and people are learning about sound free market economics. So I'm delighted you're very much involved and interested in this.
I have some good news for you, sir. The revolution is alive and well in New Mexico as it is throughout this country. There are a lot of people getting behind candidates like myself because of what you have inspired them to do. You're not going to have to wait 10 years to get some help on the Hill here. Help is on the way.
Sounds great. Thank you.